I don't know if she's in the game, but feminists will find a way to wokeify her. DK deserves a sexy bombshell for him. Oh, what is this? The woke took the mussy away from us? Were it not for the woke, we could have all the mussy. But then along came wokeness, and they stole mussy from us. No. Donkey Kong deserves some giant monkey titties. That's, I guess, where we're at. If you didn't know, Torch Games, popular YouTuber, reactionary, internet weirdo extraordinaire, has got a viral post, not for the reasons that most people want them. He's getting obviously clowned and ratioed, and myself included, confused. I'm sitting here wondering, do the straights like women anymore? Straight men? Do y'all like women? Because what are we doing here? What's going on? I know. If we want to get profound about this and actually get into the deep psychology of it all, that ultimately this is not about actually beauty standards. It's about controlling women, which is why they're specifically picking women who do not exist. They are characters. These are, again, drawings or CGI creations. And at the end of the day, it's less about them wanting to, again, be able to date and marry these drawings or have full-size body pillows of them to comfort them at night, as it is that they want a world in which everything is directly catered to them, which also seems pretty strange because the vast majority of everything still is. Like, that's, I know, like, I've seen Sean's video. It's beautiful. I love Sean, right? But like, he's right. He's totally right that all of these dudes who have been freaking out about this shit for fucking since Grum started, the entire Gooner gate, that ultimately it's just about parts of the world are a little less. It's no longer like 99% of all media is catered towards you. It's like now 90% of all media is catered towards you. And that to them is oppression. For them, they're like, oh yeah, this is oppression. This feels like oppression to me. Like I feel I am being oppressed. I no longer get 90% of all media. 99% of all media. It's now 90% of all media is catered towards me. Oh, you don't know what it's like, right? You don't know what it is to be me. Gamers, my marketing lessons have enjoyed massive popularity over the past 6 months. It's time for me to introduce lessons on beauty standards in art. Here's the first one. This Tifa Lockhart is beautiful. The left side, that is beautiful. All right, but on the right, that is not. That is Rhea Ripley, sorry, and a drawing of Rhea Ripley, but she is not beautiful. So this is not beautiful. This is beautiful. Do you need notes? Does anyone need any notes? Now, obviously, this individual is getting clowned for the obvious typical things. People pointed this out. Glad we have you as the ambassador of beauty. But he did shoot back at this one with a gym photo. You're missing a third one. Go and spread the word that yours personally completed your collection. I don't know, my dude. This might have something to do with why you hate muscular women. It feels to me like it comes from a place of deep insecurity. Because again, I don't understand what the problem is. They're both beautiful. They're both gorgeous. Like, we should be so lucky kind of situations. But in this case, apparently the one on the left is hot and the one on the right is not. Hot and or not. But this is only one of many of the strange, embarrassing posts that he's been making lately. Obviously, he's been getting clowned on, so he wanted to say, here's an example of hot women back in video games. The devs behind Sword and Slippers truly understand what makes feminine form beautiful. So here is the ideal feminine form, as you can tell. Giant breasts, great jiggle physics, fantastic. Yeah, this is it. The exact same shit from Stellar Blade, obviously, right? I don't know if y'all remember that controversy. Here's an AI rendition of, again, the ideal beauty standards, the female form that he is hoping, I suppose, that people understand. And this also goes back to that kind of... people have asked before, like, you know, how should you really conduct yourself if you're looking to meet women? And you don't need to express your horniness because everyone knows, kind of deal, right? Like, we know, my dude. You might want to look into what exactly is going on with the side knee. This is strange. This is not the way, you know, typical legs work. But otherwise, everything else is, you know, AI generated to perfection, of course. I mean, who could turn down such an incredible rendition? Gamers, a couple days ago, I praised Donkey Kong Bonanza for seemingly innocuous, free of wokeness and feminism. I spoke too soon. There's a rumor spreading online. The game apparently features some sort of non-binary character. Oh no. Woke Kong. Okay. Do we have confirmation that the children's game for children has in fact included a character who is non-binary, or are you getting thrown off by the inclusion of the purple hair? Yeah. I'm sorry. Are we at the whole woke monkeys thing? Is that a thing? We're doing that? All right. This is beautiful on the left, just so you all know. I believe that's a character from Resident Evil 4. But then on the right, this is not. I guess this one was to try and just let everyone know that he's not a racist. Because, hey, by the way, I also will fetishize and sexualize black women, just so you all know. I do that too. But I have a type. All right. I'm not saying that they cannot be hot. There are exceptions, but they got to be a certain kind of hot, if you know what I'm saying. The divide between men and women lies in what society teaches us to value. So for men, it's, I guess, a rabid racist anti-Semite, and for women, it's that they are taught to want sex. Oh no. Oh, dying for sex. That's a weird one to have pulled up. I don't know if you've seen it, but this one's actually someone who's got terminal cancer and decides that they want to experience an orgasm for the first time. So they go on a quest to get as much, sex in their lives as they can on that. And to be kind of like a wholesome, women are sexual as well. Women also enjoy sexual experiences, celebration of that. Well, also the idea of what is how do you give your life meaning when you find out you have a terminal disease. But yeah, strange thing to pull into this conversation. What liberals think I look like, what my followers think I look like, and what I actually look like, what my friends look like. I think, again, I feel this is all a fetish. It feels like a fetish. I feel like I'm enabling some kind of strange activity, like I'm participating unwillingly. And then this happens. I don't know if she's in the game, but feminists will find a way to wokeify her. DK deserves a sexy bombshell for him. So, what is this? the woke took the mussy away from us? Were it not for the woke, we could have all the mussy. But then along came wokeness, and they stole mussy from us. No. Donkey Kong deserves some giant monkey titties. That's, I guess, where we're at. This guy's a gooner? Yes. Yeah. Well, I mean, without question. I don't know, like, how you have a family when this is what you do for a living. Like, don't get me wrong, I am a clown on the internet, all right? So my partner has to, if she wants to, have someone tell her, hey, by the way, did you know Lance is in Newsweek? Oh, cool. What's he in Newsweek for? Apparently, he told Newsweek that Super Mario Brothers, the movie, ushered in the Great Wokening, and now the Wokening has begun, and now everything is like, it's in Newsweek. Like, an actual issue of Newsweek has Lance in it, and he said that quote, and they printed it, that he's saying the Super Mario Brothers ushered it, because apparently there's, like, a drag performance in it with one of the Koopas, and so he's like, that ushered in the Great Wokening. And maybe he was doing it as a shit post. I don't know, but like, it's actually in the newspaper now. You should actually go check that out. So that's the thing. But at the end of the day, I'm not embarrassed about that. I'll be like, isn't that fucking hilarious? Oh my god! And it's really, that's pretty funny. I would be embarrassed to like this. If this was genuinely how I felt in my heart. Which is not. It's more like, if you need it, I'm sure there's other places or venues that you can find animals in bikinis. I wouldn't want this tortured out of me, to be totally honest with you. Like, not just the fact that, like, it's not the idea of hypersexualizing, the characters in Donkey Kong, more the idea that, like, this is an important thing to you and that you need to fight for that and that people need to know about this. And it's something that you need to then, like, signal your virtues about so the world can know more about, like, if it weren't for feminism and the woke, this is what we could have. Did wokeness not exist back then? Like, what happened? Or is it that, like, every single property goes through revisions, and now just like how they're really upset about April O'Neil, apparently not titillating them in the exact same ways, even though that new Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles movie was pretty good. He's probably a furry, but not a cool furry, the Nazi furries. That's true, there is a lot of Nazi furries. I've learned that. I think ultimately that, you know, like this one isn't doing the same numbers, obviously, but like I think this really goes down to a lot of soul searching that's happening right now and a lot of introspection. But it's just like he's expressing himself in the grossest, strangest, and most awkward ways possible, really. Rather than, like, instead of therapy, and maybe this is more just a call to the fact that we need more accessible and you know, universal healthcare, especially in the United States. Because if there was access to that and he was able to go and see someone to discuss this, none of this would have been online, I think, right? Like, just from the jump. It would have been like, oh, you don't need to do that. You don't need to take the picture of the sexy muscle woman and then compare it to the picture of Tifa, considering that they're, again, they're both drawings, and I don't know if it's going to get you it's not going to really validate your own insecurities or feelings in the way you feel it will, even if you find a lot of other people to agree with you. Because, again, I mean, you might get a lot of people who agree with you, maybe people disagree with you, but that won't actually get to the core root of the problem. That's what could have happened here. Instead, you know, you have to deal with all these weird things. And hey, I just want to be clear. I'm not trying to take away either of them. I think they're both gorgeous. All right. I'm not trying to take away your ability to enjoy either property, or to enjoy muscle mummies, or muscle mummy bars, or to enjoy Tifa, or to enjoy Final Fantasy. You can enjoy it all. Again, it's like I don't. I'm not a Christian. So Christian films don't really appeal to me. They don't, like, I'm not the demographic that they, like, you know, should be marketing towards. So, but I'm not going to make 50 videos about how they should not exist. Or I'll laugh at them. I'll criticize them if they're funny. We've even watched a handful of them because it can be deeply and profoundly hilarious. But I'm also not just going to be like, just so you know, this is a film. This is not a film. I was like, oh, they're both one could be good and bad, but they're both by definition movies. Nancy Shisho Muscle Mummies. Muscle Mummy Bar Japan. As long as it's not rated R. We got slapped at the Muscle Girl Bar in Tokyo. Alright, that sounds pretty PG. Do you not feel swole enough to be here? Well, come on, get your pump on, my boy. And you can get slapped.
What's up, everybody? Christian here with Tokyo Weekender, and today we're at the Muscle Girl Bar in Ikebukuro, which is exactly what it sounds like, a bar full of ultra muscular girls that serve you drinks. So we're gonna go in there, have some drinks, and check it out. So let's go in there.
Even though the outside of this place is quite nondescript, the inside is amazing. We were shown to our seats and met our muscle girl for the evening, Wakame.
My name is Wakame. Wakame is seaweed. Seaweed. Japan seaweed. Under the sea. Thank you. Arigatou gozaimasu.
Wakame explained
everyone in Japan is so
us, and we opted for the 5,000 yen 1 hour all-you-can-drink menu, which included a freshly squeezed fruit performance and muscle showtime. Wakame then asked me a question I've never been asked before.
Do you like slap?
Using these special muscle dollars, you can buy extras such as a muscle family photo, a piggyback squat, a butt kick, or a muscle girl slap, among other fun and painful options.
Very, very crazy customer menu. All muscle dollar, 30 muscle dollar, all muscle. Okay. And honeymoon carry. Me, you.
The night kicked off with a bang with the grapefruit squeeze show. Even if you don't like grapefruit, watching these muscular girls crushing citrus fruits to pieces in their hands was worth the visit alone.
Oh wow, so they make it manually. Not gonna lie, I would like to see them slap someone. All right, well, I'm sure that's included. Let's get to the slap. We got the grapefruit, we got the workout, get your pump on. The pump is before the slap, or is the pump, oh, you pump and then slap?
Express machine, we'd win 10 muscle dollars. So, to prepare myself for this physical feat...
Muscle dollars. Oh man, they're doing the Always Sunny thing. It's like where they have their own currency, and then it comes. It's basically like, and then we print more cash, and then the money comes back to us, and then how do we make money in the circular economy? Because the money keeps coming back.
They all had a shot of protein.
Feeling good. Get some protein in me. Feeling.
Let's get to the slab. Not gonna lie, that seemed harder than I thought it would be. I thought it would be, out of a 10, maybe a 1.5, because it's like, well, these are still customers, and at the end of the day, they're going to want to not have too bad of a Jesus Christ. I mean, that seemed well up into the 5 or 6 territory. I guess, hey, come on, it's your pain, it's your hard-earned dollars, it's a man who wanted to slap, and he got what he was paying for,
Don't let this happen to you. Go to serfscoffee.com to order the only end-to-end owned indigenous coffee company that delivers blood-free, conflict-free, and cruelty-free beans right to your door. 0% of people who drink serfscoffee.com have exploded spontaneously. By ordering right now, you get 10% off plus free shipping, and it's the best way to enjoy delicious coffee while not exploding. That's serfscoffee.com, serfscoffee.com.
Hey, if you'd like to unlock secret bonus episodes as well as uncensored content, go to patreon.com/The Serfs. This show is produced by Anna Loves Riley, Arian McCarthy, Cheryl Alvarez, Comrade Junkie, Doug Caddy, Everything Important, Hagbard Celine, Jimmy Sombrero, Multimondi, Omni, Political Poppy, Preston Kroll, Quiet 185, Riley and Anna, Roller Dragon, Cernicus, Stellar Gwyn, Sebastian Demel, Travis McClinton, Trincell, Words Greenwood, with additional support coming from all of these amazing human beings right here.